Hello, welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz. I will be guiding you on this journey today. You know, I just totally lost my train of thought. Track. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes with words. This is a reading for Scorpio. I at least got that part. Wherever Scorpio shows up in your chart, if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you subscribed to my channel. And is there anything else? No, let's just read this card. You got number 1. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. I am innovative. Love that. How's your week been going? I know this is, crazy week in astrology. And how's it going? I feel like I've seen all of these videos that are just be quiet. This week, don't share your hot takes. Don't, get into serious conversations. Just try to take it easy. And I think too, Mercury is retrograding back into Leo, or it just did. And I believe Scorpio squares Leo. So depending on what you have in Scorpio, there might just be a little bit of tension there. A couple more days is what they say. I'm certainly no astrologer. I definitely consume a lot of astrology content, but I definitely am not an astrologer. But everybody keeps saying that we should be good after this weekend. So wait until then to share those hot takes. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Strength card, the Hierophant, which is Taurus, Leo, interesting. Taurus, your sister sign, your opposite sign there. 3 more. The High Priestess. This feels like focus on yourself. Just go within. Swim in those depths that only Scorpio can really reach. We have the 9 of Pentacles. One more. 3 of Wands. And the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Let me make sure that everything is in frame here. Okay. Page of Swords. 3 of Cups. Yeah, this definitely feels like reflection, really focus your attention on yourself. And especially even too with the 1 card, it says you are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Focus on that. Where are you going? Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? Really connect with your star player, and get clear on what those next steps are. So we start with the 7 of Pentacles. Pentacles have to do with our money, how we get it, how we save it, how we spend it. It's our time. Where are we investing our time? It's our physical presence. Where are we physically showing up in our lives? It could also, of course, be our physical body. Anything tangible, anything that we place worth and value on. And the 7 of Pentacles is about focusing your attention on something that you want to see grow. That you want to manifest into the 3D, into your life. Whether that's, focusing on how you want to feel, how you want to look, how you want to make your money, how much money you want to make, what you want your bank account to look like. The sense of security that you have. It's one of those things of I always give the example when the 7 of Pentacles comes out, you can't just plant a seed in the ground and do like literally nothing else to it and expect it to grow into this thing that you can harvest and actually something that gives back to you. No. Like, it's in rare cases that that happens. Like, truly, the environment has to be perfect for like a self-sustaining thing, right? Which you can get there, but it doesn't necessarily start off that way without you having to have some sort of, role in that. Like, even, with the planting the seed analogy, like, you have to water it. You have to prune it. You have to check it for pests to make sure that there's not something that's going to come along and just eat the whole thing before it actually even materializes, right? Like, and that means you have to physically show up, right? You have to like focus your resources, your money in some cases on doing so. But the benefit of doing that is literally, again, like being able to benefit from the fruits of literally your own labor. Being able to be like, oh my gosh, like, look what I've created. Look at this empire I created. Look at this community I created. Like, look what I was able to accomplish. Look what I was able to purchase. Look what I was able to invest in, right? And especially with it paired with the high priestess, because to me, the high priestess is, again, being in tune with our star player, our higher self, our intuition, our soul. Of course, it can be a higher power if you believe in such, like God, source, spirit. If you don't believe in a higher power, then it really is like connecting in with that, your own power, your own authenticity. We all have intuition. There's even like with the high priestess, there's this fated kind of aspect with it, because they're always like reading a book. And I always, kind of attribute that to, it could even be like our natal chart, right? Which is kind of a blueprint of our lives, right? It's a snapshot of where the planets were at the time that we were born, which has a significant impact on our lives, right? Like, we're able to predict when or around when certain events can potentially happen in our lives. So even just the transits that are going on right now, and have been going on this year, because I feel like this year has just been crazy. I'm going to sneeze. Random. It's also random for it to literally just be one. I always sneeze in threes. Oh, there's a hummingbird outside. Yes, hummingbird. Beautiful. How fun. So yeah, like the transits that are going on could be helping, and especially with so many things in retrograde. And I believe that there's still a few planets that are yet to go retrograde. Like, I think at one point this year, like, most of the planets are going to be retrograde for an amount of time. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but, because retrogrades are a time to reflect, to, make decisions on our future, to look at the things that we have built and ask ourselves, is there more? Is there something else? Is this authentic? Is this in alignment with me? And then we have the Strength card, which is Leo. The High Priestess is either Pisces or Cancer, depending on who you ask. Saturn is in Pisces right now, retrograde, and so is Neptune, which I believe Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. But both of those planets are in retrograde in Pisces, so maybe that is having something to do with your work, but it is positive though, and we know that because we have the Strength card here and it's paired with the Nine of Pentacles. So even if it feels chaotic, or if it feels like a bit of a mess right now, the point of that is for you to gain more clarity on, what is working, what's not working. How do you see things going forward? Strength, like I said, it is the card of Leo. We're still in Leo season for another couple days. And again, Mercury did just retrograde back into Leo. So depending on too, like where Leo is in your chart, you might just be seeing some things going on in that area of your life. But strength talks about determination and perseverance. It's inner strength, not necessarily, like muscle and, brute strength, but it is like it's holding on. It's trusting the process. It is allowing yourself to push through uncertainty or times of discomfort, because it's like you see the value in doing so. Because also even too, you honor that within yourself. It's like you see the value in doing it. And it's one of those things too of like there's literally no other way. You can either stay here or move forward. It's the whole you can do hard things type thing. Feel the fear, do it anyway. And with it paired with the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles is financial success, independence. 9s are individual completion. So there's, it's you getting yourself to a point of success. It's you being able to rely on yourself, you being able to take care of yourself. It could be living on your own. It could, whatever it is, it could even be having more independence in work. But there is a self-sufficient, self-reliant aspect that comes with the 9 of Pentacles. And again, with it paired with a strength card. I also love how every minor arcana card is paired with a major arcana card on the table. Like the 7 of Pentacles is paired with the High Priestess. The 9 of Pentacles is with strength. The 3 of Wands is with the Hierophant. Like, I think that's awesome. Because I also, it shows that like there's these big energies that are here to support you. The Hierophant is Taurus, like I said, and it does talk about traditional institutions. So it can talk about school, it can talk about a career, but it's more about like passing along knowledge. Because, when you go to school, you're going to school to learn something. And the people who are teaching it have that knowledge. They've already been through the training. Maybe they've had careers or some sort of specialized experience in that subject, but they're passing along knowledge to you. Same with any type of career. Wherever you start in said company, there is a training period. There's an adjustment period. You start developing new skills that you can then transfer to other jobs. It could be astrology is in there too, because that's an ancient, I want to say language. That's not right. It's been around for how many years? Like 1,000 years or something like that. Like, and it is something that is taught by people, and it's learned by people who are interested. You could be any one of these people on this card too. You could be the one who's deciding to be in a training role, or becoming a teacher, or, having some sort of a career where you are an authority on a subject. You could be either one of these people that are learning from. But also with the Hierophant, there's always this thing about discernment. Don't necessarily, it's taking inspiration from, but not replicating. That's just the way that it came out of my mouth. But, it's like, doing your due diligence, keeping an open mind. There could be bias, that's inserted into teaching. a certain subject. Like, it's always just, there's a lot to be learned through tradition, but also, there's a lot of like self stuff here too. So it's like, make it your own. And even like, it's going to help you decide where you want to go in the future, because we have the Three of Wands at the end of the reading. And the Three of Wands is about broadening your horizons. This could just be, you could go in a completely different direction than you imagined at the beginning of this thing. It's almost kind of like whatever the situation is, it brings you to a point of learning something new that you're like, I had no clue that something like this even existed. And it totally changes your trajectory. Like it opens you up to other possibilities and things that you want to try and take action towards. It could change your motivation. It's interesting that we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck though, because it's like there's something here that there's going to be a grieving process over, because that's what the Five of Cups is. It is a grieving process. It's a loss. Fives are also like transitionary energies. They're nothing to get stuck in. Even the Hierophant is a five. There, like it's not anything to, again, even get stuck in. It's, learn the information that you needed to learn, take the information that you needed to learn, and then do with it what you will, right? Then use that to propel you forward. And the Five of Cups, there's these three cups that have tipped over here. There's still these two cups though that are behind them. And the message with the Five of Cups is that there's this focus on these three cups. And it's like, man, I'm really sad that those three cups weren't my cups, or I didn't get the sense of fulfillment from them. And, like you're continuing to focus on what didn't work out versus there's still these two cups back here. So all is not lost. However, I do think that like the grieving process is so important, because I think it is important to honor and recognize that, just in our lives, like maybe we did have a certain expectation of things. Maybe we thought they were going to go one way, or we thought we were going to want something, and that ended up changing. And allowing yourself to feel those feelings helps to release them, let them go, so that you can focus on these two cups behind. Even, this energy that's coming off of them, it feels like a release to me. We have the Page of Swords, which is, it's putting a new idea into practice, trying new things. It's, a new belief system. I kind of want to see what the book says about the Page of Swords really quick. Ugh. Here we go. Curious, idealistic, enthusiastic. The Page of Swords represents a young, idealistic mind that's brimming with excitement and eagerness to learn, explore, and discover new things. Curiosity overcomes the Page of Swords, but it's often accompanied by stubbornness and a tendency to become detached from reality. Remember, it can be exciting to jump in, but you're a novice. Be careful not to ignore the possibility of trouble or the challenges that lie ahead. Taking risks and following the heart are things the Page of Swords has mastered, but that doesn't mean they always succeed. Keep that beginner's mindset to maintain optimism and enthusiasm, but try not to stray too far away from the realistic. Maintain present and remain, what did I say? Remain present and be wary of making hasty decisions. Yeah. It's a good warning to have. Good thing to keep in the back of your head, just to, again, even just remain grounded. We have the Three of Cups, which is support from others. It could be meeting new people that are just in alignment with you. They're going in the same direction. They have the same ambitions. They want to learn the same things. They're trying the same things. I love that. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.